Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm T-Ray, and welcome to another episode of Trash Talk with T-Ray. This is the show where we talk about celebrity news and whatever other kind of trash comes up. You would think during these times of the coronavirus, which is still lingering, these celebrities will calm down, chill out, all this other stuff, but nope, they haven't. So we talk about it. The first thing we're gonna talk about real quickly, because I'm kind of tired of discussing it, um, is Tory Lanez. Okay. So if you didn't know, I don't know where you've been living, but Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion and has been charged with, he's been charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. He also faces a gun allegation and a charge that he personally inflicted great bodily injury. I'm glad he's charged. I hope he, has to, he needs to have a punishment for that, because if you get so drunk to where you shooting people that unprovoked, let me not say unprovoked. If you get so drunk that you shooting people that ain't shot at you, or you don't feel like they are gonna shoot you, or whatever, it's too much. So that's that on that. Trash, definitely. And like I said, I hope there's a punishment, because it's not cool for you to go around shooting people. That's that on that. That's just my 2 cents. Now, if y'all don't know, I'm a huge fan of B. Scott. You remember he was like one of the first to do it here on these YouTube streets in a major way. Every time I say his name, I laugh because I think of his "Hey, love muffins is B. Scott." I'm a love muffin. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I always go to his website because either I find out something interesting, or I see something that just makes me cackle. I mean, he always, always, always gives me the tea. He just does. So I found this very interesting. Y'all remember Sweetie Pie? And remember, I think it was her son allegedly murdered his nephew. Yeah, that's such a disgusting story. Anyway, I guess he faced a judge recently to plea. He pled not guilty. It's gonna be very interesting to see this play out, because the story paints the picture as if he, easily committed the murder, allegedly. Because I don't need nobody coming for me. But he pled no guilty, child. And if you didn't know, the story is allegedly he hired somebody who lured his nephew somewhere, and then, the nephew was killed. So it's just sad. It's disgusting. I do hope that they find out what happened, and I do hope that they prosecute accordingly, because it's just, I hate stuff like that. Here's something funny. My kind of news. Also on lovebscott.com. So, y'all know Tamar was having some issues, and God bless her. But she was dating this guy named David Adefiso. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm sorry. But she was dating this guy named David Adefisio, and things got crazy and they split. Rightfully so, because when things get crazy, you split, go your separate ways. Well, he ain't made the split easy, okay? So, and Toni had to pop off. And Toni don't even, one thing I love about Toni Braxton, she don't do all of that. Like, you don't hear Toni Braxton in the news. You don't see, like, not for stuff like that. I mean, you might hear her at the bankruptcy stuff. She might be dating somebody that, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe she dating such and such. But this kind of stuff, you don't hear about Toni Braxton. You just don't. So when I heard this, I went up because I love Toni, and I probably would have done the same thing. So apparently she went online and blasted him because he sent the police to her house looking for Tamar. Tamar must got that whop. Anyway. So basically, hold on. Okay, let me just read it here. So basically, she went online and she called him a weasel and a ferret. And said that she, wasn't going to get involved in his shenanigans. I'm reading as I'm talking to y'all because apparently they were texting each other and the police. And I hope whatever is going on gets resolved because Toni does not carry on like this. She don't. Toni is calm, cool, and collected online at least. So it's funny to see her not acting fool, because this ain't really acting fool. It's funny to see her lightly pop off in defense of her sister. I think it's hilarious. And I'm on Toni Braxton's side because I'm a stan, so I'm always, for the most part, on her side. I'm just saying. Did y'all hear about this? Okay, now I ain't trying to count nobody's coins, but apparently Cardi B just recently had a birthday. Happy birthday, belated birthday to her. And her baby's daddy, Offset, bought Culture an $8,000 car seat. $8,000. Listen, you do what you want with your money. This is how I feel about kids, right? Kids grow. They don't stay kids. They don't even stay the same size as their kids. So for me, I'd have a problem spending that kind of money on a child. I couldn't, in my brain, I couldn't rationalize it, even if I had it. Only because kids grow. They do. So I just, it wouldn't be me. That's all I can say about it. I wouldn't do it. Not hating on Offset. As for me in my house, we not spending $8,000 on a car seat, even if I had it, because it's a kid. Okay. I've been following this because I just want to see how it's going to play out, because he's another one. Dr. Dre, you didn't really hear anything about him until Michelle A, said that he used to put his hands on her and all of that. But other than that, you didn't really hear too much about Dr. Dre. Now all of a sudden, because he's getting a divorce, you hear a lot more about him, and I just want to see how it's going to play out. So anyway, recently Nicole Young had asked him to run her almost $2 million a month. The judge said, no, we're not going to do that. So now, the LAPD, they are investigating her for alleged embezzlement. So apparently Dr. Dre has a business partner. His name is Larry Chapman. And he went to the police, okay, and told on Nicole and said that she withdrew hundreds of thousands of dollars from the business account without anybody saying, Nicole, you could go ahead and do that. Nope. She said, let me go get a coin or 1,000. She ran a check without asking. So allegedly, she embezzled. And they're saying the total is around the tune of almost $400,000. Which, I mean, to be fair, it ain't that much to Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Dr. Dre got it. But it's just the point that you got to be a bold somebody to go in an account without permission. Without permission. And take that kind of money. You bold. You bold, honey. I wonder how this is gonna play out. That's all I can say, because every time you hear anything about Dr. Dre and Nicole, it just seems to get messier and messier. So I'm definitely interested to see how this is gonna play out. Oh, and I knew this was gonna happen. I had an inkling, only because of the coronavirus, and it did a lot. Movies couldn't come out like they were supposed to. Shows couldn't come. A lot of taping and stuff was delayed. All of that. So anyway, I was really looking forward, and I'm still looking forward to Coming to America too. I was gonna watch it in theater. However, Eddie Murphy sold he sold Coming to America to Amazon Studios for $125 million. $125 million. I'm not mad at Eddie Murphy, because I understand, why he did that. Because we don't know when we're going to be able to go back to the movies. I think it was a smart decision. I hope he's getting some type of royalties on the back end, for the sale, because people are going to be watching that forever. I'm excited about it because Coming to America was great. I mean, let's face it, it was. So I'm looking forward to seeing Coming to America too. I don't know if you saw the Dolomite movie on Netflix, but he did a great job in that. I just love Eddie Murphy. Most of his movies are awesome. Most of them. Like 85% of his movies are great. And I mean, his comedy. I still watch Delirious and Raw like it came out yesterday. And I almost know every joke that he says. Anyway, shout out to Eddie Murphy, and thank you for selling it to Amazon so we can see it. I really appreciate you for doing that. So nice. So nice of you. I don't even know. This man, Kanye West, apparently he signed, he's got people on his label under him. And apparently his deals were typical industry deals, meaning they weren't good. Well, Big Sean, I think I first saw it on Twitter, but now there's a story on Rolling Out that says Big Sean basically said that Kanye only gave him $15,000 to sign with his record label. Now, Big Sean, this is what I'm gonna say to you. I know you've learned your lesson. I know that. I get it. You didn't think to research advances when you re-signed? I mean, I know they're not giving out $1 million advances like they used to, but 15,000? 15,000. You could go get a job and make that 15,000. You could flip a house. I mean, anyway. Oh, okay, so I'm reading an article and it basically said that at the time that he got signed, he didn't really have nothing going on, and Kanye heard him rap, and that's what, made him sign. Okay, fine. But apparently Kanye West allegedly owes Big Sean like $3 million. Because that's it. Big Sean doesn't own his masters. So Kanye West gets half of Big Sean's money and his royalties. And yeah. And then here's the irony. The irony is that a few weeks ago or something, he posted a video of a Grammy in the toilet and he was peeing on it. That's the irony of it. I'm wishing Big Sean luck. That's really all I can say about that. This is the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I'll be done. Okay. I don't know if y'all know, but I think it was like last week. LisaRaye is on, she's on Fox Soul with Claudia Jordan, Selena Johnson, and Vivica Fox. I'm trying to pull it up so I can tell y'all the name of the show. Cocktails with Queens, that's what it's called. So anyway, it was her birthday, and Claudia Jordan decided to surprise her and have Da Brat on there because publicly we know that they're sisters and publicly they get along. To our knowledge, until this interview. Apparently, LisaRaye is currently upset with Da Brat because she found out about Da Brat's relationship with the real BB Judy, the owner of Kaleidoscopes, the hair oil. But she found out about their relationship through the tabloids. So Da Brat didn't call her or, talk to her directly. And she felt a way about that because, she get interviewed and then randomly somebody's like, so LisaRaye, what do you think about Da Brat, coming out as, bisexual? And what do you think about her and her, her new relationship? And LisaRaye has to, on the spot, come up with something that doesn't have the emotion that she really feels, but she has to kind of be politically correct in the public eye. So I can understand how uncomfortable that is. So anyway, Claudia Jordan asked Da Brat to come onto the show to wish her happy birthday. LisaRaye was given, bitch, what you here for? What are we doing? And then, Vivica Fox and Selena and Claudia, and not so much Selena, I don't think, but really Vivica Fox was trying to tell LisaRaye she need to calm down, she need to do. Listen, this is an unpopular opinion. I agree with what LisaRaye did. I do. Because LisaRaye, this is one of the reasons why I like her. She's always been authentic. And I do, I'm not going to lie, I do like that. Because people expect you to put on airs and be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? When you get on a certain level, and I mean, we're human. You know what I'm saying? We have emotions. And I can understand her being upset. If you my sister and we close, when you went to jail, we was close, we kept in touch, we did all this, da-da-da-da. Why would you do that? And then apparently before she, had talked to Da Brat, they hadn't seen each other for they hadn't talked in months. So I get it. But anyway, fast forward to yesterday, I think LisaRaye did come on and she apologized, to everybody on the show, how she was acting or whatever. So, and I, again, totally understand where she was coming from. I do. And this just makes me like her even more. Anyway, that is this week's trash. I'm gonna try to record 2 more this week as well because I'm a little behind. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up. To follow my musical journey and be alerted when I drop new music, because I do have an album dropping soon. Please follow me on Instagram at T_RAYSINGS. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook at TRAYSINGS. And I have a new podcast. It's called Mela Love, the show where we talk about all things melanin and love. So please, wherever you stream your podcast, find me there and stream it. That's gonna wrap up this episode of Trash Talk with T-Ray. I will see y'all on the next one. Have a good day, a good night, or a good morning. Bye.